Stop wasting money. 10 things that quietly keep you broke in 2026. There are a lot of things people still spend money on today because they think they're getting convenience, status, or value. But honestly, the economy has changed. Prices are higher, companies are shrinking products while charging more, subscriptions are everywhere, and most people are spending way more than they realize. So today, we're going through 10 things that are quietly draining your money in 2026. And more importantly, what smarter people are doing instead. Starting with number 1. Food delivery apps. Apps like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub used to feel revolutionary. Back in the mid-2000s, it almost felt magical. You could sit at home, tap your phone a few times, and get food from almost anywhere delivered to your door. And at the beginning, these companies made delivery look cheap because they were burning investor money to grow fast. They wanted everyone addicted to convenience. But now, the real cost is impossible to ignore. You're not just paying for food anymore. You're paying delivery fees, service charges, small order fees, taxes, hidden markups, tips, and sometimes even packaging fees. And most people don't realize this. Restaurants often raise prices inside the apps themselves. A meal that costs $13 in person suddenly becomes $19 before checkout. Then, after fees and tips, you're paying close to $28 for something that would have cost half as much if you just picked it up yourself. Convenience became a luxury. The smarter alternative? Delete food delivery apps unless you truly need them. Order directly from restaurants or pick up the food yourself. One simple change like this can save hundreds or even thousands every year. Number 2. Brand new cars. This one surprises people because society trained us to think new cars equal success. But financially, brand new cars are one of the fastest ways to destroy wealth. The average new car price in America is now around $50,000, and the average monthly payment is reaching levels that used to sound insane. What makes it worse is that people are stretching loans longer and longer just to afford payments. 6-year loans, 7-year loans, even 8-year loans. Think about that. People are financing something that loses value every single year. For almost a decade. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it immediately drops in value. And meanwhile, you're still paying interest on it. A lot of people are basically trapped paying hundreds every month for something worth less and less over time. Now compare that to investing the same amount monthly into index funds or long-term investments. That money could potentially grow into hundreds of thousands over time. The smarter move? Buy reliable used cars. 3 to 5-year-old vehicles often give you almost the same experience for dramatically less money. Wealthy people don't care about looking rich. They care about staying financially free. Number 3. Upgrading your phone every year. Companies release new phones every year and convince people their current phone suddenly became outdated overnight. New camera. Tiny design change, slightly faster processor, and somehow people feel pressure to spend another $1,200. But here's the reality. Most modern smartphones are already powerful enough to last years. The problem isn't technology. It's psychological marketing. Companies profit by making you feel dissatisfied with things that still work perfectly fine. And many people don't even buy phones outright anymore. They finance them monthly, which means they're constantly paying subscriptions just to keep up appearances. A smarter move? Keep your phone for 3 to 5 years. Nobody's financial future improved because of a slightly better camera. Number 4. Luxury subscriptions, streaming services, premium memberships, music apps, cloud storage, fitness subscriptions, meal plans. Individually, they seem harmless, but together, they quietly become financial leaks. Most people underestimate how dangerous recurring payments are because they're small. But recurring spending is exactly what keeps people stuck living paycheck to paycheck. $100 here, $30 there, another $10 subscription you forgot about. Suddenly, hundreds disappear every month. The smarter move? Audit your subscriptions every few months. Cut anything you barely use. Most people are shocked when they realize how much money was disappearing automatically. Number 5. Fast fashion. Cheap clothes feel affordable in the moment, but constantly buying low-quality items actually costs more long-term. People buy outfits because of trends, social media pressure, or impulse shopping. Then a few months later, they buy more. The smarter approach? Buy fewer, higher quality items that last years instead of months. Number 6. Extended warranties on almost everything. Stores love selling fear. They convince people something might break, so they spend even more protecting products that probably won't fail. In many cases, warranties are incredibly profitable for companies because statistically, most customers never even use them. Instead of buying unnecessary protection plans constantly, build an emergency fund. That gives you real flexibility. Number 7. Impulse online shopping. Algorithms know exactly how to tempt you. Flash sales, limited offers, one-click purchases. Most online shopping today is emotional, not practical. People buy because they're bored, stressed, or influenced. And companies know that. A simple trick: wait 48 hours before buying anything non-essential. You'd be surprised how many purchases suddenly stop feeling important. Number 8. Expensive apartments you can barely afford. A lot of people stretch their finances just to live somewhere that impresses others. But housing is usually the biggest monthly expense. If over half your income disappears into rent, financial freedom becomes extremely difficult. Living slightly below your means for a few years can completely change your future. Number 9. Trying to look successful. This is one of the biggest traps in modern society. People finance lifestyles they can't afford because social media convince them appearance equals success. Luxury vacations, designer brands, fancy dinners. Meanwhile, many truly wealthy people live surprisingly simple lives. Real wealth is ownership, not appearances. And finally, number 10. Ignoring financial education. Most people spend years learning how to work for money, but almost nobody learns how money actually works. Schools rarely teach investing, taxes, assets, cash flow, business, which means people enter adulthood financially blind. And when you don't understand money, every system around you profits from your confusion. That's why learning financial skills is one of the highest return investments you can ever make. Because once you understand money, the world starts looking different. You stop buying things to impress people. You stop making emotional purchases. You stop chasing status. And instead, you start building freedom. At the end of the day, wealth isn't built from one giant decision. It's built from hundreds of small, smart choices repeated consistently over time. Most people spend years trying to earn more money. But sometimes the fastest way to become wealthier is simply to stop wasting money on things that no longer deserve it. If this video changed how you think about money, hit the like button. Comment below, "I choose financial freedom." And subscribe to Wealth Vibe Nation for more financial truth.